And just like that, we are ready to get underway. TNC versus Quincy crew. One game up for TNC, and Liz, we're getting a little bit of spice of life. TNC were undoubtedly the ones that would deliver it, and we were talking about this Night Stalker because I feel this is the big highlight here. Night Stalker carry. Please tell me he's not going to rush Nags.
He will. Most likely that Aghanim allows you to farm a lot faster. He has, I don't know why we would put him on that safe lane position 1 and give him so many resources if not to rush that Aghanim. So we'll see.
First, maybe?
Nah, I doubt it. It's just maybe Midas could be possible too. It's a possibility.
Gabby's losing this fight, by the way.
He's losing a lot of HP. Yeah,
they might dive in.
Is crushing arrow
doesn't hit. MSS 0 for 2 so far, but it's warming up. Okay,
wait,
the arrow is close.
Saberlight was hitting him, and while he's hitting him, he's also tipping. Maybe you should focus on actually killing him first, and then you tip. Saberlight.
It's not worth it if you can't look cool doing it, as TNC has already proven to us with game 1.
SVG trying to play around this one bounty rune over here, but doesn't really go and try to catch it, and now he will take quite a lot of beating here.
He has got the salve though, so it's not too bad. Trades on both sides.
It's an easy lane for Yavar though. He's a Razor versus an Omni Knight. He should be completely fine there. Sumail will play that Ember Spirit versus OD, and in that last matchup he died as a Pugna versus TA. Now I'm wondering what's gonna happen to him versus Armel over here. Like,
how can a man die?
Usually a hero that you really want to ban out when you're playing Ember is the OD, but right now he does manage to get that first range creep, and that's well played by Sumail.
Yeah. Well, let's look at it like this way, Liz. If he wins this matchup, do we reinstate him as king?
He's redeemed, definitely. He's redeemed.
So you go for the big brownie points play. Harassment again. I like that they're just getting up in Gabby's phase, right? Because the Night Stalker, he doesn't like the level 1 fights. We used to talk about how good Void was when we were seeing it on the off lane, but usually in the off lane, there's a bit more trade, a bit more aggression. If you're the carry, you just want to be farming.
They're just very angry. They're aggressive because maybe they feel this position 1 Night Stalker is also a little bit of a diss, you know? So they're going and proving themselves onto that lane. They're just dominating him, forcing salves from Gabby. He still has 1 to work with though. A lot of region has been burned out already. Tims
might be going down here. The kid is slow at level 1 and first blood is drawn.
Yeah. Yavar is just enjoying his time on this lane, and he will all until Tims gets Tornado, as he's just able to link up the Omni Knight and chase him, or link up the Invoker and chase them down. Yavar is just dominating them down here. 8-3 when it comes to CS. He's not really controlling the equilibrium of the lane very well, but it doesn't truly matter too much as he's killing them and farming freely.
This is the prime lane, right? Like Razor, this is one of the most content lanes because Invoker is incredibly slow. Even once he gets those boots at this stage in the game, it's one of the weaknesses of the heroes. And you just have the ability to chase down pretty quickly. Yeah,
when you start with the Basilius, that kind of happens. You're slow, chase down. Gabby is just being dominated as well. He has 7 CS versus Saberlight's 9 and 2 denies, and he's on the safe lane, so they're pressuring him really well. Night Stalker, I mean, in the first 5 minutes of the game, it's not really the best hero, even after the recent buffs to Void.
Meanwhile, in the mid lane, there is a slightly building for Armel. Up to 8 denies already. Sumail barely able to touch on that with just the 2.
I just love how Armel is playing that. Sumail is going in for the kill on the creeps, but Armel is just moving back and attacking him until Sumail goes for the hit on the creeps, and then he denies.
Yeah,
really well played. Sumail forced to ferry out another salt.
Top.
March.
MSS, he's been given the aggression up to this point, and he does net himself a kill as a result of it.
There you go. We talked about that last game and where it went wrong, and we definitely did see a big difficulty that they had in the laning stage. That laning stage was not really the best one that Quincy crew has ever had, as they lost pretty much all 3 lanes. Right now, Razor is doing well, top lane as well, and mid lane, Ember Spirit not really winning, but keeping up considering he's playing versus an OD.
Yes, this is going to be fixed as time goes on. Once Sumail gets 6, they can even rotate towards his lane, and you expect that from MSS as this game goes on.
Another good thing is that you're playing Legion Commander versus Shadow Demon. Shadow Demon later on is definitely great with the Tornado.
Tims could go down here. They're diving. SVG says, I'll tank the tower, but the body block from KP slows SVG down enough.
Very selfless KP there, moving in to save Tims with those body blocks.
It's one of those more passive lanes as well, right? Usually, we'd said this on the panel, when you look at the Invoker, you want some sort of kill combo. Omni Knight, on the other hand, is more, guys, just let me stay here, let me farm, and later on, I'll buff you up and give you the win. It's not that hyper-aggressive offlane we usually see in combination.
Yeah, but still, Omni Knight is one of those offlaners that does need experience and some gold. He cannot just... Abaddon, like, he doesn't have a good time on the offlane, doesn't really matter too much. You can't kill him because of the ulti, a Photic Shield is super valuable, you know, like, he still does his job. Omni Knight, however, he needs a little bit. It needs, let's say, boots, Soul Ring from that offlane so that he can be active at least a little bit, but right now they are pressuring him quite hard. KP, he's a kind of a player, though, that can do quite a lot with very little given to him, so I don't worry way too much about him.
The runes are coming up now. We'll see if there's any contest. In the top, you can already see Quincy crew moving across to secure both. So it should be free going their way. Just give him a wide berth. It's the nature of the heroes. March, however, might go in and go greedy. And the arrow won't be there in time to punish him.
Disruption into an easy bounty rune. However, they are chasing him. The creeps will help out, but not enough. The Orb of Venom slows him down. MSS with the leaps is there, has the Arcane Rune to work with too. Tims is taking a beating here by SVG, but...
he's got the Quasses up. He's slow, but he heals up enough.
With Omni Knight there as well, you can't really go for that kill.
Oh no.
I think TNC, the way they drafted, they could have expected the laning stage to go this way. Arrow, sadly, does not connect.
With a little... I think there's a big concern about that lead that's building now. Look at OD, 20 denies already at this point. Sumail relegated to the jungle for the most, and Armel already hitting 6 first. And actually, look at this build as well. Armel, he's going for the Veil in this game.
Interesting. I've seen it once or twice, but we'll see just how well it's going to do for Armel here.
KP, Stomp, does connect, and Yuar should be able to clean the kill up, but actually a little bit missed time, and SVG didn't get in front of him, and now he's getting low himself. Tornado? That's the shortest tornado I've ever witnessed in my life. And
Tims, however, with haste, he's trying to go for SVG.
However, Plasma Field gets him.
He does get him,
Vengeance found, and now Gabby's here.
Yavar is in a lot of problems. He used that link.
Gabby, he's only level 5, so he can't.
They're pinging the creeps. They were pinging the creeps. They were hoping for the root and the damage that comes from Acolyte creeps, but it just wasn't there. Gabby is still trying to go for Yavar.
Here. Tims arrives again. But Gabby, he's getting low himself because the creeps worked against him. Now KP tries to heal up enough. The Stomp's going to come out.
He's going
to get more kills out of this. Double kill already for SVG, just in time to turn the fight for Yawa.
That was so unfortunate for the Night Stalker and Omni Knight, but man, you can see the TNC loves to have a lot of fun at the beginning of the game as they went for that Razor, even though both of them together didn't have... If you combine their health pools, there wasn't 150 HP, and they still go for the kill. And the Omni Knight pops Soul Ring. Like, if it wasn't enough everything else, let's pop the Soul Ring to try and go for the kill, but... Let's see, March.
This is a bit depressing. March is level 2 right now. Saberlight, he's not going for the duel. Actually gets juked out.
The tier 2 is there. Saberlight, was that
He's
really...
alone. The problem is he's alone. Look around him. There is literally no one coming to assist that gank attempt.
Saberlight, like, he realizes, I'm diving a tier 2 for a duel on a level 2 target. Damage is great, but also staying alive is better and not feeding this experience.
You know what it is? He's sitting there, he's going, okay, no, I'm going to have mercy. I just saw his level. This is unfair. I'll just back away. I've asserted dominance over him, returned to the lane. I am top of the net worth chart after all.
Tims on the bottom lane. Well, he stops the stun,
but he walks the wrong way, and now Yawa can easily clean him up. Moves in, needs one more hit, and he gets it.
He needed 5 mana for the Ghost Walk. Very unfortunate. He just dies. He invoked it. The Tornado was good, but he just does not have enough mana to work with. At the moment, at least.
DD in the river. Just make sure Sumail doesn't get any potential advantage. After all, he is up to level 7 now, so he will look to gank. And ganking is Gabby. As he does move in, it is nighttime, but Sumail dodges him out.
Gabby is very active for someone that was supposed to be a position 1 Night Stalker.
They're switching places.
That's a lot of rotations happening from him. Yeah, Omni Knight is on the top lane right now as he's taken that easiest farm on the map. Even though 8 minutes in, that's no longer the safest position to be in.
And now they got a new mid laner. Sumail needs to get out of here. He'll just go and heal up. Has got the Remnant down to return.
Yeah, TNC is just planting Gabby anywhere. Like, just go somewhere and find farm, please. That's pretty much it. That's the
each
idea.
position, tell us which one works best. Yeah. KP is feeling the dirt a lot so far.
They're just diving top. They've won this lane convincingly, and now it's difficult to put any hero there. If you put Night Stalker, he's going to be dueled and killed. The same goes for Omni Knight. Even though Omni Knight is very tanky and has a lot of utility to save himself, it's just not enough versus Saberlight and Mirana. However, Mirana did leave, so perhaps now is the time to defend the tower a bit longer.
Yeah, but Saberlight is building those drums, so they're going to look to ramp up quickly here. I like that they're trying to combat the aggression you can potentially get with this Night Stalker lineup, and you should do so when you've got a 3k net worth lead at this stage. So Itemization definitely been on point. Going to be interesting to see how this OD Veil pays off as the game continues. And even before the treads as well. When's the connection point as well? Like, what is your power spike if you're TNC? Because you've gone for this build. Where's the magic damage? Are you really relying on Shadow Demon maybe to get involved with a lot more poison damage as well?
It's about you, I guess. It's about you. It gives you some more armor too, but it's about your damage that you're dishing out. And you have Invoker. You will have Aghanims on Night Stalker at some point, I suppose.
Maybe tomorrow.
Stun is there, and the arrow. They might get him here.
Sumail, he's like, wait, this is definitely a kill, but there's Shadow Demon with a save, and now they've baited him in. They dispel the Flame Guard. He has got the protection. Armal drops, Static Clips a little bit too early. Sumail dodges it out, and now the Plasma Field. You are chasing in. Static Limb, jump forward with the Remnant. You can hide in your ball, but when you come out, we're going to crush yours.
Oh.
So they bring him down. No deny for you.
Armal did try to deny himself, but Yavar will just clear off those Ancients, it seems, as well.
And Tim's arrow through. Does get whiffed.
Yavar still trying to clean up the Ancients, moves back because he took way too much damage. He did get a couple of kills there.
Respect the Iron Hides. They're pinging about Tim's. He's around here, but he needs to walk under their sentry, as they didn't bring additional sentries in place down.
Yavar instantly rotates towards top to keep on the aggressive movements, as there's a tier 1 to take. And why not? You won your lanes quite convincingly. OD is the only one that did well for TNC, and they can't really play their mid game properly right now. I mean, we said that on the panel that they like to have a lot of fun in this game, but maybe
a bit too much fun this one round.
Right now it looks that way, definitely. Perhaps when this Night Stalker comes online, they'll be able to do something.
We'll even look at Sumail. He's recovered as well. The gap is closing between him and the OD. KP in the mid lane. Stomp does connect. They don't have the arrow to work with just yet. It'll come off cooldown just in time for Sumail to backstab and go for the kill to KP. He does get the Heavenly Grace and the Guardian Angel out. Now Gabby going in with a Void, looking on the SVG, but he gets Invis and away with the Moonlight Shadow. Turnaround opportunity, chasing in. No duel though, because the tornado saves from Tim's. But they're still hunting. Saberlight says, I'm ready. I'm feeling strong. Dual target, Shadow Demon, easy clean up the kill. Double kill for Sumail.
It looks like TNC's captain asks his teammates, all right, boys, what do you want to play? Tell me. What hero? Like, we won all our games. Let's have some fun. Tell me what you want. We've got some wiggle room.
And they go, you know what, boss? Let's experiment here. What about Night Stalker in the carry position? Maybe the mid position, maybe the off lane. I don't know what he's playing this game, but he's committed to that axe.
He has the Basilisk Phase Boots into Aghanim Scepter. 12 minutes in, this isn't really the farm that you expect from your position 1, as he has 3.5k net worth at the moment, just above his Omni Knight that was in a really, really difficult lane. But same can be said for the Night Stalker. His lane wasn't much easier.
Stomp top, KP. The stun doesn't last long, but long enough that they can chase him down. But they won't go for the duel too early, so the tornado save. Tim's on point so far with these saves.
Tim's is pretty much the only thing that's keeping them in the game with all the tornadoes.
He gets stunned up. This is too ambitious.
He's fine. MSS is alone there.
Yeah, they're just going for the tower. And March under his tier 2 tower. So you might be able to get the kill, but he has no mana left, and as a result will fall.
That's a really good kill for TNC. They lose March, but you're super satisfied with killing Ember Spirit.
Losing the tier 2, however, at the 13-minute mark, you're not so happy about. They will leave it. Quincy Crusade will return later. We've marked this tower for death.
They lost too much HP. They lost too much HP. They lost too much mana to the Tornado EMP combo. So they move back. They farm the stacks that they've got. And they're slowly wrapping up their tempo. They have that Vlad's almost completed. All these small items are coming into place, and by the time Gabby has Aghanims, I'm not certain it's going to work for them. No. They will have to just outplay Quincy Screw quite hard, man.
There's already Yules and Yawar as well. They have the means to get away from the Night Stalker as well, because actually the Mirana's already up to 1,000 gold towards her 4-staff. And it's only a matter of time. By the time you feel like Gabby's ready to fight, there's going to be counters on the board against him and the itemization coming out from Quincy crew.
That 4-staff is definitely one of the best ways to deal with the Night Stalker. BKB is another one, but 4-staff definitely makes a lot of sense for a Mirana to
Tims
get.
broke the smoke.
He knows. Sumail knows, he pings it out. Gabi does move back.
They dodge out the gang, but the map is getting ever smaller. Only 2 remaining out towers for the side of TNC, and Quincy crew likely to try and move for them soon. However, Tims is coming around the back. SVG, Dark Ascension gets activated by Gabby, chasing in the Moonlight Shadow to try and allow him to escape.
Where's the detection?
This is a recurring theme today.
Tims? He has...
He's got, guys, you went too soon. You pressed R, Night Stalker. I was committed at that stage. KP, meanwhile, he's wondering where his team is right now. If they failed gank, he has to use the Guardian Angel just to live.
The supports are coming in. Tims is there, and so is OD, but...
They knew about it. They scanned it.
And you can't turn on that Razor. He's just way too speedy. He went back already. 10 seconds away from the bounty runes to spawn. They are moving aggressively towards Razor right now, but he has support coming in.
Yeah, Astral will be on to him. Arrow through into the choke point. He walks straight into it. He has got the Heavenly Grace. Movement in. Saberlight looking for the dual opportunity, but the Tornado again. Tim saving the day, but the Static Link has connected with the Yules. Armel losing all the damage. Jewel going to come through. Yawar should be able to give him the win, but there's the save. Astral comes out again. Split her through.
KP
looking pretty good. Drags march in. Armel needs to run though. They're trying to distract, but it's not good enough. Tim's Invis will run away, but March won't be so lucky, as he'll be ran down casually by Saberlight.
They're just running them over right now, as Sumail is keeping Tims and Gabby at bay.
That is a please God don't hurt me crippling fear. He's the one feeling the crippling fear, and they see Tims now getting him low, and they'll be able to finish him off courtesy of Yawar.
Yeah, that passive from Yawar kicks in with the first spell, obviously. And they go straight into the pit. Why not?
Time.
I mean, why not? They're just completely dominating them. 6k ahead, 16 minutes in, 15-2. This lineup of TNC, this draft of TNC is definitely not working that well for them. Maybe it's working well if feeding is what you wanted to do, but if you wanted to win this game, or the early game at least, it's not that good.
Keeping it interesting, Liz. That's what we refer to it as. And look at Night Stalker. He's got his 200 health talent now. He can do... You're the analyst. What's he going to do with that?
He's going to stay alive. He's tankier.
He can buy the point booster as well. He can stay alive for a few seconds longer. Sumail trying to move away. Jump in. Armel. He's getting lower than Sumail right now. The cold snap's going to be there with the urn. The tornado does clip onto him, but Sumail walks off.
I don't know. It just felt like Gabby wanted to have a lot of fun. Top lane. KP just dies, feeds the duel as well.
KP is not having any fun this game. Good lord.
It feels like Gabby, he just wanted to have a lot of fun playing his Night Stalker, and it was on Armel to completely just carry this game. This OD, he needs broad shoulders, man, because he needs to pick up all 4 of his teammates right there to lead them through to the victory. And I'm not so certain Armel has such broad shoulders, not on this OD in this particular game at least.
No, he's not bulked like you, Liz. And this little kid here, Tim's trying to move away. Nap time. We'll save him the disruption, but that's a setup. Whose side are you on right now, March? 6th member for Quincy crew should set up an easy kill into the Invoker to finish off with the Tornado. He's going to stay alive for the moment. Sleight of Fist a little bit too late to kill him off.
Tims is a god. He's just the only hero that's doing plays for TNC right now.
Saves his team half the time, saves himself almost all the time.
Saberlight.
Arrow. Armel. Roots a little bit too late. Astral to stop him from killing him, but he'll still go down. Armel 4-staff up, barely alive. The final arrow. Miss. He can't get it. Chase him, but the Sleight of Fist is there.
And the buyback from the Shadow Demon as well to try and, defend the tier 2, defend the tier 3.
Intimidation buyback. Definitely not there for the save, as his core is already dead. On your high ground. This feels familiar, just in reverse this time. They move in, look for the kill. They'll be able to find Tims. MSS on the killing spree now. Now they'll turn their attention to the tier 3 tower. Buyback from Invoker.
This is pretty much a situation for TNC to try and turn this game, even though it sounds very...
by dying and buying back.
Yeah, it's very improbable, but if you do get that Aghanim's on Gabby and they overcommit, perhaps you can make that work and suddenly turn somehow.
Yeah.
But yeah, probably not going to happen.
And meanwhile in Gabby land, 350 gold out. So it's almost ready. However, there is a slight net worth deficit to worry about. 8k up, Quincy crew. And
This is
It's
pretty
split
much
my
the
goal
same
really well.
the same thing that happened in that first match, but it's going in the opposite direction.
Yes.
And I believe TNC disrespected Quincy's crew a little bit here as they drafted what they have drafted. We'll see. We'll see. I give them the benefit of the doubt. It can always work in Dota. Like, you know, everything works. So maybe, just maybe, they'll be able to play around this nice Stalker.
And that right there is a solo kill on the Tims, who brought back. That time, Armel, arrows there as well. Heavenly Grace makes it not last long. He's too tanky to deal with, but he can't turn around and do anything afterwards. And you still lost your Invoker solo to Saberlight in the top lane.
Yeah, Roshan has respawned too, so that's also an option for Quincy crew to go and pick up.
Well, they gave up last time. Maybe this time they have some damage. I don't think they've got a medallion on the lineup still, so it's a bit hard. But this is the axe. This is the play. This is the moment we've been waiting for, Liz. Gabby, leading the way.
Is it really?
No, because they just got scanned. They know what's happening.
I believe in Gabby. Let's see how much he can do with his Aghanim Scepter. Fresh picked up Aghanim Scepter for a position of one Night Stalker. 19 minutes, 40 seconds in. Let's see if he can justify playing this position one Night Stalker.
Not if his team dies before he's able to use it. Come around the back, Quincy crew wrap in on the KP. The duel's going to come out. Astra will stop that from happening, which means the arrow will miss. March will still go down. Purge will try and slow down the chase, but now the sleep. Into the split. KP getting low. Gets out the Guardian Angel. Only on himself right now, though. They're going to move him there. Clips. Drops him straight down. They'll turn around. 3 dead on the side of Quincy crew, and it looks like it's going to be 4. SVG dusted up. Can't run away quick enough. The arrow will not change the outcome, but the sleep into the TP. Maybe. Just about. 1 hit was needed. Armel could not find it.
Can they catch MSS?
He's got no leaps left. So this should be goodbye, my old friend.
Yeah.
TP, this one won't work.
There you go. Where are you now, haters? Aghanims on Gabby.
Look at the net worth.
It instantly, everything changes. 4K difference. Wow, man. The amount of damage that OD has dealt in that last teamfight is definitely what made that happen. Like, that ulti was insane. Armel with the whale making plays. And I said that I doubted that he was able to carry this game on his own, but with a little bit of Gabby's help, once that Aghanims was picked up, he definitely did manage to carry that team fight, at least for them.
And now Gabby can farm in the interim time as well. That's the other thing about this Aghanims. You just saw how quickly it works on the creeps.
That's pretty much the main thing. Besides, obviously,
murdering heroes as well.
Murdering heroes is great, but murdering creeps, when it comes to that, Aghanims is definitely very useful.
So, signs of life shown by TNC. Now the question is, Quincy crew, can they set up to go towards Roshin? Because they clearly need that before they get into these fights again. And the question in my mind is, do you have a medallion still? It doesn't look like it. No one's built into this. Instead, they've kind of utilized around the 4 stars and the elusive aspects of this lineup. And they won't have one anytime soon, which means that Roche isn't really a possibility in the near future. And of course, that benefits TNC.
But you pretty much want to fight before 25-minute mark. You want to fight during the day. Perhaps force Gabby to use his ultimate. You don't really...
He's willing.
You don't want to wait for the night and then to initiate. You're still ahead, but not by quite a lot. 3k only.
No, Tims is moving in. He's smoked and invis in the Ghost Walk. They want a prime target. They could actually kill Sumail here. If they get the disruption, that'll set up for the silence. Gabby does use the Dark Ascension as well to make an easy kill. Sleep might be a little bit too late because he clips him with the Crippling Fear still, and they'll be able to bring Ember down. 50 seconds dead. Quincy crew need to retreat. However, will they catch more? It looks like they'll calm down. There's still that tier 1 mid. They will respect that factor and look to bring it down.
They move towards the mid lane, but as that ultimate is going out from Gabby, he will lose the nighttime as well. And after that, he's not nearly as strong, so they move back.
They just probe. The good thing about this is you drag the Razor over as well. Meanwhile, on the other side, OD was still farming in the triangle. He thought about leaving for a moment.
Good thing is, a game that looked completely in Quincy crew's control, suddenly, I don't know, it slipped out of their hands. And with that Aghanims, with OD farming really well, OD actually on top of the network charts. Has a pike together with that whale.
By the way,
next for the Kaya.
This is not a Midas OD. We have to clarify that. This isn't a guy with that extra farming item. He went Veil into Hurricane Pike, and he is top on the net worth chart right now. And now, Quincy crew want to make kills happen. Tims is distracting them a lot. He's definitely been a nuisance so far in this game.
I would dare to say that he's probably
the reason they're still in.
He's the reason they're still in. He's been instrumental to the way they play this game and to their to them just being able to survive until that Agonist was picked up by Night Stalker.
Definitely change the landscape, make Quincy crew think twice. That net worth lead they had is decreasing further. Just trying to keep it alive. They know they have to get a pick off soon and try and get up on that high ground soon. Maybe KP. However, he's not as squishy anymore. He's got the pipe complete. He's heading towards the Yules next.
90 damage on him.
He did.
All right.
It's hammer time.
Indeed. He wants to be able to hit people. Smail gets the arcane.
I just love Tim's movements. Every time, like, he's getting deeper and deeper on the map. He's just scouting out wherever he can and even supplement farm along the way. However, Sumail, well, he fluffs it a little. He got into the creeps with the Sleight of Fist.
He scouts him, but there's not a whole lot that he can do on his own. He needs detection first and foremost, so maybe Sumail should be carrying some dust. His teammates can't really follow him around as he's super fast-paced.
Yeah, it just feels like these moves alone have slowed down the game in conjunction with that Axe, right? They're always worried. Where is Tim's? He could be close by. And you can see it by the way that Quincy crew are moving a lot closer together now.
KP, they're taking a lot of damage away from him.
Scout and arrow. They are indeed. KP down to half HP, but the Astral Protect, Armel. BKB comes from Yoar, and the Purge is there. Chase in from the Remnant on Sumail. Goes in, Searing Chains out. Now the Silence, they jump on top of him. Gabby, the BKB, is going to run him through. Forced enough to get him away, but the Tornado, Tim's on point with the backstab, will set up the kill onto Ember, who will fall. He does at least drag one down with him into the grave, but the buyback comes out from Omni Knight. The Duel's going to be there. Hits the arrow, but they lose the Legion. Tips will be thrown out at Sumail in the meantime, because he can't do anything. Dead for 40 seconds, and Tim's
He's
vision.
straight into Sentry, though.
It's worth his life. Status Eclipse. Armel gets them low, moves in. SVG will fall. MSS triggers the Shrine. Too late to save his support, but the buybacks come in. They're at the Shrine now. The turnaround opportunity. Astral's going to come out, trying to stop that damage deal, but they're stunned for so long. Armel will retreat. The damage is on the Razor, but now he's being pummeled down by Gabby. Gets him low. One hit. Turns around with the whip, trying to bring them down. At least get rid of KP, but no. He heals up. He stays alive. SVG, he just bought back. Will fall as well. And Sumail, he only just got back in his silence top. Can't do anything. As a team wipe, they obliterate the side of Quincy crew, and TNC take the lead.
Man, we doubted them so hard, but TNC, they show up even with the lineup that has a safe lane Night Stalker. Doesn't matter because Armel is doing wonders. By the way, I'm not taking anything away from Gabby. The AoE silence and the spam of Void is disgusting to play against, but Armel, man, he's just destroying them. Look at that. And this build too. Veil into Pike, into Kaya, into what seems to be a Skadi on an OD. All right.
It's not
Sounds
quite
good.
Gyro Kaya levels, but I will give it to him. This was a spice of life to the typical OD build.
This game, we expected it to perhaps end around 25-26 minute mark, but definitely end victorious for Quincy crew. Not like this.
No, it's not going to be that easy. TNC are putting up a fight, and now it's on Quincy crew to make something happen. Push back to their base. Roche has still not been assaulted by either side.
Yeah.
And KP is looking more and more like a hero every one of these fights.
Yeah, this Legion as well, Saberlight, I mean, we talked a lot of good things about him, and he did play all right this match. The problem is he's playing versus Shadow Demon and OD. Whoever you duel is getting saved for sure, and after that, you don't truly have a lot of control left remaining. That BKB on Razor, he has to be super careful about how he uses it. As if you use it prematurely, suddenly you just fall to the OD later on. Saberlight.
Gabby runs in. Moonlight Shadow's been used pretty early. Dark Ascension jumps deep. Looking forward to the target. Ember caught again. Forced up to get him out, but no! The lingering silence! It should be enough to bring him down. The BKB activated. The Void goes out. They get the kill. 50 seconds without Sumail. They might get a bonus one. The Astral is there to control. Can they find the second? Yes, they can. ET goes down, Saberlight chasing him, but Gabby, he's willing to duel.
Really
it's going to be more damage. Gabby gets himself a win. They'll chase through. Yawar will melt as well, and this is just getting vastly out of control. As TNC, they've migrated to the Radiant base.
Yeah, but their creeps haven't migrated yet, so they have to wait a little bit. However,
okay, four stuff away.
Nice plan there with the Sunstrike as well. They're all on the same page. He's like, I might need a couple of extra hits here. Can someone help out?
Whatever you want, buddy. We win together, we lose together, but we cruise in style because this is fully in TNC's favor. 11k net worth advantage, and they're already taking a lane.
I just love the way they played this game. I love everything they have done. I love the way they drafted and they actually made it work. I wasn't believing them completely at the beginning of this match. I have to say it looked hairy. The laning stage didn't go well for them. They lost quite convincingly, but they managed to turn it somehow. These crazy guys with Gabby, with Agonist, with BKB, he's just dominated them together with Armel's OD.
Yeah, you doubt TNC at your own peril right now. Definitely the team to beat so far through this group stage, and Quincy Crew struggling more and more with that. They need some sort of big item. They definitely need a BKB on this Ember.
Yeah, December though, Sumail, I believe he got forced out and he had silence off. It lingers a bit, but he had it off. He just wasn't fast enough to use the Remnant, or he maybe didn't have a Remnant back waiting for him.
No, so you had to throw out Remnant, move to it as well, and you needed to go far enough that it's worthwhile. Smoke movement broke by Armel. Perfect target. Move in. He has got a Skadi. They'll duel him. It takes a while, but the arrow, the follow-up is good enough to bring him down.
Yeah, he was all alone there. My purpose fulfilled. If your purpose is to feed, it definitely is. He was all alone.
Yeah.
His teammates were a bit too far.
Of course, lag. It must be. I mean, he bought out on a Skadi, by the way, as well. So he is gone for 80 seconds. This is an opportunity that Quincy Crew can't pass up. Maybe you go for the Roche, or you try and flip a next kill.
We'll see what they try to go for. I don't think you can push high ground that easily, though. You don't have heroes that do that well, and also you're playing into an Invoker, into Void as well. That's AoE. Shadow Demon 2 is disgusting to push into, so we'll see. They smoke up instantly, and they're looking for more kills, it seems.
They know where TNC likely have a member or two, and that's on that high ground, so they'll just wing past. Move towards the Roche pit.
Maybe into the pit, actually. Maybe into
This is what gets them back in. Especially considering Sumail, like, he dies too quick. He needs this on him.
This can definitely help.
And you probably know this is going on for TNC, but without the OD, it's not worth the risk.
They'll know now. They are smoked, but they'll know after they see the courier. They instantly ping it out. Yeah, it's obvious that they're rushing. Sunstrike comes out.
It's too late now.
But it's too late, yeah. Basically, what happened is, okay, they're porting in with Shadow Demon, but nah, he cancels it. TNC, they saw their OD died, and they instantly just clump up together on that high ground, expecting some more aggression to come from Quincy Crew. But Quincy Crew, they read that, and instead of going to that high ground, they go straight into the pit. So overall, a pretty good play, pretty good strategical play by them. Gabby, though, without Nullifier.
Blink in. Looking for a target with the Nullifier. They chase on the Razor, and they say, okay, we can't kill Sumail anymore with DD.
Man, he had the Blade Mail. He had the Blade Mail as well. I mean, BKB as well, but that Nullifier just stopped him. Plus the double damage.
He's still hunting.
Yes,
Gabby's got a little bit of time left on Dark Ascension with the ward. He sees the second target. SVG is just dead. Make that 4 hits and on the ground.
Plus 491 damage right now. You can't really escape this beast. If he wants you dead, he will get you dead.
Look at his net worth as well. Gabby, out of nowhere, when he got this Axe, just began to accelerate. He's even surpassed the OD now, almost reaching the 20k net worth mark. You need a solution, and you need it fast. Even KP, who got pummeled early, is up to the 13,000 net worth mark. He's like, hey, look at me. I now got a game. Some utility to play around to make sure these cores are unkillable. And
didn't they just take Aegis? Didn't they just take cheese? Weren't they supposed to be in the game? Was there even a cheese?
No, there was just an Aegis. We've been waiting a long time for Roche.
Is that actually first rush? God damn.
And Sumail can't even move out with it. He's like, I'd love to, but my bro, he's spending a little bit time in the fountain. Now that he's up, maybe you can try and make a smoke play, but the concern is vision, right? TNC, you must know if you're the side of Quincy Crew, they have vision on your side of the map.
If you're Quincy Crew, you still want to get out, though. They don't have that ulti Night Stalker, it's also daylight, so, and you have Aegis. If you want to fight ever, now is the time. But the question is, are you a little bit too far behind right now, as the top 3 network on the network charts are all 3 cores of TNC?
Also, Night Stalker's about to hit 25, so if you want to do it, it has to be now before that mark arrives. Otherwise, a big power spike. And speaking of Night Stalker, he'll be the first one they see, but you're still going for the high ground blind. A wide wraparound is occurring here. How the hell do you kill Armel right now? 4,000 HP with the Heavenly Grace.
If he's alone, you can take him down, but he isn't. Like before that duel happened, because he was alone, but now he has Shadow Demon and Omni-Knight.
4-star forward, Yawar, slow down a little bit. Now the mute goes out onto the Legion Command, already down to half HP. Should be able to bring him out. BKB, Yawar TP's out. Legion might not be so lucky though. They're still chasing on. They need to slow him down. Blade Mail won't deter them from attacking. And on the side, they find the ET as well.
Saberlight is dead, ET is dead, MSS also dead. Tries to TP away, but Nullifier stops that, and now there's the Yules. And
a Karate chop.
They don't have creeps down here. They are pushing in, so the tier 2 should fall very soon.
Big ass creep wave as well. They could go high ground if they want to off this.
Yeah, 33 minutes in. They can take down the shrines too.
Look at this. Follow the leader. Who is the leader right now? Is the beefy boy Armel himself. He's going for the sheep stick next.
I'm not so certain we will see that sheep stick.
No. Maybe if they walk into the fountain right now. Quincy crew needs to do a miracle hold. But this Heavenly Grace, so pesky. Being reminded why Omni Knight is such a pain in the ass. Armel, not the best target for Alacrity to take towers, but they try to make it work and force out the glyph now. And they did get that buyback out of the Mirana. But they're not slowing down.
Arrow does not connect.
No tickling on the KP there, sidesteps it.
Armel just has to stand in front, and if he has Shadow Demon and Omni Knight behind him, he's completely fine and safe. Almost 25 on the Night Stalker. What will he have? Mr. Observer, which talent will he take?
I think you just go Hunter and the Ignite attack speed here, right?
Just go for the attack speed. All right, why not?
Just machine gun them down. Like, you're running them over right now. There it is.
He did take it.
Sumail, not really the best rune, but better safe than sorry. And Armel is going to try and punish this. Moonlight Shadow. All to retreat. In fact, they're trying to turn around. Blade Mail, Saberlight, he makes it a little bit too obvious, though, and he has to back off here.
40 seconds away from nighttime, and that's when you have to run if you're Quincy crew, but I don't know if you have anywhere left to run to.
You can always get back in your base because you're outside it right now. The scan comes in. Dark Ascension trying to chase in. Nice Searing Chains, though, to waste it. Disruption dodges out the sleep, but that's more time for the Dark Ascension that's not being used proactively.
Wait, he has 110 Hunter in the Night, attack speed, and he has Electricity to work with if Teams throws it on him. It's going to be a Gatling gun of a Night Stalker.
This is like watching one of those people who doesn't fight often. You know, they run in, they just keep slapping instead of going for a punch. But it's actually working this time. Things will calm down for the moment, though, because that Dark Ascension was essentially wasted.
Yeah, but it was used just before the nighttime. It's wasted, but at the same time, it pours straight into the nighttime, and now they can continue playing aggressively. AC is about to be completed by Gabby too. He needs 600 gold more.
And Quincy crew getting more and more scared. There's not really much of the map left that they can retreat to. At this rate, they'll be in their fountain by the 45-minute mark.
Sumail has that BKB, but if he gets nullified, that's the problem.
And considering they can blink on top of you, it's a very likely occurrence in this game.
Armel going for Hyperstone next.
Oh, this is why Omni Knight feels so good. It's like, usually you're worried, you're like, I need defensive items. I'm a little bit worried they're going to burst me down. But you've got KP behind you. He gives you everything you need in this game to be as greedy as possible.
You have KP, you have March. Definitely a game in which you can't really easily justify going for a big KB on OD. Even though it would be good, but you can justify not going for it. Let's put it like that. Armel with Heavenly's Grace, knocking on Radiant's high ground door.
So one good thing for Quincy crew is they don't take builds quick. The arrow looks good, but Heavenly Grace doesn't last long enough to make a move. You somehow have to get on KP first. You see it from Saberlight. Every time when he runs in, he's looking for the duel straight onto the Omni Knight.
I don't think there's a good target even for the duel. There isn't one, because you have too many heroes that can save you. You have KP, you have March, you have Armel.
It's about stopping the other saves, though, the Heavenly Grace and the Guardian Angel, right? It's your best option right now. Armel, he's getting a little bit frisky with Sumail here. They've opened up the base. Now they want to see it out. Duel comes in, Blade Mail as well, but they jump the back line. The Nullify goes out, the Silence as well. He can't do anything. Ember's going to fall to this. Sumail dead for 65 seconds. Instant buyback comes out, but Legion is already dead. He's done all he can. Buys back, but the duel's now been used, and it didn't delay anything. They'll calm down for a moment. They did use the GA. They'll hunt in for more, though. Saberlight down to half HP already. Split it through. Silence jumping. Gabby, he's trapped them all. Silence Clips gets dropped down. That's going to be a dieback on Legion. Falling through for more. Sumail will stay alive with the BKB. Armel, he gets the rampage. The GG comes out. He won't get the double, but he asserts dominance over the side of Quincy crew.
Yeah, what a great performance there by TNC. I cannot believe that they actually take this game after what a rough start that they had. With Night Stalker safe lane, Night Stalker that was suffering so hard, that was running around the map, not really accomplishing anything obvious, but he did manage to farm that Aghanims, and once he had it, Armel was also ready to fight with that Whale, ulti, Void. They just wiped them, and after that, they just snowballed out of control.
They definitely gave us a lot to talk to, and we'll definitely be going over that in a second as we head back to the panel of Nomad to break down that game.